Hi there, students. How to take criticism. Okay, criticism is when somebody says something negative about you, about the way you act or the way you do things. Okay, and I, as a teacher, am always criticizing my students' English. But I hope it's constructive criticism, a criticism that helps. So let's try to look at ways to react to criticism. It's not the easiest of things, and I am not a natural at taking criticism. I think very few of us are. So I think the first and most important thing when somebody says, you did that badly, you didn't do that well, you could have done that much better. The first thing to do is just try not to react at all. Just take a second and try to be calm. Then you need to remind yourself that constructive criticism is good for you. It's a way you can improve. It's an opportunity for you to get better. Okay? But all of these things are mental. Then, after you've calmed down a bit and told yourself, this is trying to help me, you probably want to repeat what the person has said so that you can get it clear. So you might say something like, so what you're saying is that I need to do this in a different way. What you're trying to tell me is that you want me to do this differently. Okay? You need me to, as I understand what you're saying, is you need me to handle this type of situation in a different way. Now, I think at this point it's very important to try and avoid analysing or questioning the person's opinion. Yeah? Just stick to the facts to start with. Now comes an important bit, and this one's more difficult. You need to thank them for criticising you. So I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about this. I'm really grateful you raised this matter with me. Thank you so much for drawing my attention to this. After this, you need to try to get the person to give specific examples of what the problem was. So, could you tell me exactly when I did this? Could you give me examples or an example of the time when I did this? Could you share with me the situation or the situations in which this happens? Okay, then you need to acknowledge, to agree with part of the criticism. You need to accept the parts of the criticism that are true and real. That's not easy either. So, you say something like, yes, I think you're right. I think I could do that better. I could have done that in a different way. Yes, it would have been better if I had dealt with that differently. Okay? And then you need to try to understand whether you did this thing, you made this mistake once, or it's something you do repeatedly. So, was this an isolated occasion, or have I done this more repeatedly? Have I done it on various occasions? Was it just the once that I did this, or have I been doing it on and off, or have I been doing it more frequently? Then you need to look for some type of solution. So, say something like, I'd love to hear what you think about how I could do this better. Could you give me some suggestions to handle this better in the future? How could I go about doing this better on other occasions? Okay? So, that's the idea. You then ask them for their advice. Ask them how they think you could do this better. Okay? So, let's go through it again. When somebody criticises you, first thing, try not to get upset. Try not to react at all. Just smile. Then, talk to yourself. Say, criticism is good for you. This is an opportunity for you to learn and improve yourself. Then you want to clarify exactly what the person is saying. So what you're saying is that I did this wrong because I did it in this way. Yeah? Or what you're saying, what you mean is that I made a mistake while I was doing this. Or you mean that I'm dealing with this type of situation in the wrong way. Then don't go any further. Don't analyse or question the person's opinion yet. Because now you need to say thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time to bring this matter to my attention. I really appreciate you taking your time to talk to me about this. Then try to get from the person specific examples of when you've done this thing. Then you need to acknowledge when they're right. Okay, so you're right, I did make a mistake while I was doing this. Yes, I think you're correct. I could have handled this better. Find out if it was a single isolated occasion or if it's a repeated mistake. So have you noticed me doing this on other occasions? Have I been doing this frequently? And then ask them for solutions. Ask their ideas. So could you tell me, how do you think I could deal with this in the future? How might I handle this differently on other occasions? Okay? So there you go. How to take criticism. It's not the easiest thing to do, but you need to try to sound polite. Okay? So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.